Hi, I'm Darren from Goodyear Autocare. I've been in the tyre and automotive industry for nearly 30 years. In that time I've been involved in all aspects of tyres. Everything from wheelbarrows, cars and four-wheel drives, right up to large truck and tractor tyres. One of the most important things I've learned in that time is that our tyres are only as good as the air that we put in them. Not many people know that a tyre only carries 5% of the weight of the vehicle that it's carrying. The rest of the load is carried by the air inside the tyre, which means that not all tyre pressures are going to be the same. Tyre pressure will depend on the type of tyre, the weight of the vehicle, the speed that it travels, and the type of terrain that it will be travelling over, just to name a few. Now, a good guide to what sort of tyre pressure you should be running in your vehicle can be found on the vehicle's tyre placard, which is usually found inside either the driver's door, sometimes inside the glove box, or even inside the vehicle's fuel filler flap. However, usually the pressure stated on the placard is the minimum operating pressure, so further clarification can be given by either your local Goodyear Autocare or your local tyre expert. Because the air pressure is so important inside a tyre, it is the single most common cause of either poor tyre performance, irregular wear of the tyre, or in the most extreme cases, tyre failure. Pressure inside the tyre is designed to be set so that the tyre maintains a particular shape it's supposed to operate in. Now, the shape of the tyre is important for a number of reasons. The first is for the tread to maintain the correct contact patch on the road, so that it can have its maximum gripping surface on the road. So the tyre can operate correctly, and of course, it will affect other factors as well, like the vehicle's fuel economy, handling, and the general stability of the vehicle. Too much air and the tyre will crown and reduce the contact patch on the road. Not enough air and the tyre will push the centre of the tread area up, and it will only make contact with the outside shoulders of the tread, which will also drastically reduce tyre performance. The second very important reason the tyre needs to operate in its correct pressure and shape is its sidewall. Now, this is a V8 supercar wet tyre. Obviously, pressure is extremely critical to these tyres. Not only does it affect the contact patch drastically, when you've got a contact patch that size, it's going to make a vast difference to how much rubber and how much power you can lay down on the road. But also the pressure is drastically going to affect the heat that is generated in the tyre. Under those extreme conditions and race conditions, especially if you don't have correct pressure and you have the sidewall not operating in its correct condition, it's going to cause things like tyre blowout and premature tyre wear, and obviously it's going to send them backwards in the field. Now, every time this tyre rotates and the sidewall gets to the bottom, where the tread contacts the road, the sidewall is going to flex. Now, the sidewall of the tyre is only designed to flex a small amount. Now, when it's got the correct pressure, it will only flex just slightly. When the tyre actually starts to run in a low pressure situation, what this does is it doesn't have as much air support in the bottom. So the sidewall of the tyre drastically distorts and becomes quite sharp in the angle that the flex happens. Now, if you want to visualise that, it could be best described with just a simple coat hanger. All the cords run straight down in the sidewall of the tyre. They're kind of like, if you put your fingers together, they run straight down. So what happens is, when the tyre over-deflects and they bend like that too much when they hit the ground, it overheats that small flex point. As you can see, like with a coat hanger, you can sit there and bend a coat hanger like that all day. You won't heat it up enough to break it. And that's how a tyre should flex, just very gradually like that. But if you all of a sudden concentrate where you're bending that coat hanger, gradually, over time, it will actually heat up that drastically that you can just break it. And that's exactly what happens in the sidewall of a tyre. And that's what we don't want to happen. So, once the cords rupture inside the tyre sidewall, there is no strength left in the tyre sidewall to hold the air in. And this is when the tyre is most likely to experience what's commonly referred to as a blowout. And nobody wants that to happen, especially if we're driving down the motorway at 100 kilometres an hour. Scary thing about this is, we can be extremely vigilant with checking our tyre pressures every day, but all it takes is for us to pick up a puncture causing a slow deflation of the tyre, and we can easily be in the situation where we may experience a blowout. This is why I was very excited when I found this little kit available from ORO. This kit can effectively be fitted to any vehicle quite easily, and it will actively monitor the tyre pressure in all 4 of your vehicle's tyres while you are driving. Not only will it monitor your tyre pressures, but it will also monitor the temperature of the tyre.
Another handy feature is that it displays the current vehicle's battery voltage. So at the moment we're sitting stationary with the engine off, and my battery has 12.2 volts left in it. You can also see that the 4 tyre pressures are displayed in their relevant positions, so front right, front left, rear left. If we were to rotate those tyres as part of our regular rotation process, the unit would automatically detect that after 3 minutes of driving, and it would simply just alter the display to show the relevant positions.
It will give you an audible alarm if it senses a rapid deflation in any of your tyres. Now, if we have a look at the unit, unlike many other units, it uses the standard type tubeless valve, which is just snap fitted into your vehicle's rim. Once that's inserted, with the tyre off the rim, we actually mount the sensor inside the tyre. As you can see, the sensor can be fully adjusted to accommodate all different types of rims. Now, having the sensor mounted inside the tyre is fantastic for a number of reasons. The first one being it is totally protected inside the tyre from any type of the elements, any type of hazardous situations it comes up against. May they be four-wheel driving, off-road, if you're in rocks, sand, if you're in water, the sensor is totally protected. Now, another good thing about the sensor is it has up to 7 years battery life, so it's going to be there for a long while and it's going to serve you well for a long time. So let's have a look now at how the sensors are mounted inside the tyre. So as you can see, it's a simple fitting process to have installed, either when you're fitting your next set of tyres or by your local ORO fitting expert at any time, and provides an invaluable safety feature to any vehicle that could save you and your family from being put into a dangerous situation from a tyre blowout. For more information on ORO tyre pressure monitoring, simply contact us or visit ORO website at www.orotpmsaustralia.com. Thanks for watching and safe motoring.